12:03 this afternoon. We are also following breaking national news. 2 people have died in the Eaton fire that is burning in the Angeles National Forest that is in the Altadena area of Los Angeles County in Pasadena, California. We are taking a live look right now. In a press conference less than an hour ago, officials say there have been a significant number of injuries and over 100 structures destroyed by the Eaton fire alone. Altogether, there are now 4 life-threatening fires destroying more than 1,000 structures, burning through thousands of acres. Again, this is a live look out in Los Angeles right now from our affiliate KABC. You can see the sky trying to peek through, but it is just obscured completely by the smoke over the city and the area. A wide swath of land there that is absolutely covered by this. We've learned roughly 3,000 acres have been impacted. Tens of thousands of people are currently under evacuation orders as all of those fires remain at 0% containment. More than 5,000 acres have burned, we've just learned, and many were forced to abandon their cars even in the neighborhood between Malibu and Santa Monica, prompting fire officials to use a bulldozer to move vehicles that piled up as evacuees became stuck in traffic. With that traffic slowing the evacuations and flames jumping the highway, some considered sheltering on the beach and at a Pasadena care home. As you can see here, workers race to evacuate elderly residents with fires inching closer just blocks away. Through it all, though, the Herculean efforts of firefighters working tirelessly day and night, some of them answering the call to action coming in from other areas, battling an unrelenting foe and fighting for every inch and every structure.
The fire is being fueled by a combination of strong winds and surrounding topography, which is making it extremely challenging for our personnel that are assigned to this incident.
Now, one of the causes for the fire outbreak in Southern California is the incredibly dry conditions during what is supposed to be their rainy season that typically runs from December through March. Let's get more about what's fueling these wildfire conditions from our own ABC 6 Storm Tracker meteorologist, Christina Schauhoop.
You know what, Carr, something not a lot of people know about me is I did work on the West Coast for a long time, and let me tell you, wildfire season can be just as devastating, just as terrifying as severe weather season, as hurricane season. It's just awful to see, and unfortunately millions of people are dealing with this right now. In fact, take a look behind me. There are more than 18 million people under a red flag warning for a particularly dangerous situation. The National Weather Service does not issue those lightly. In fact, they're incredibly rare when it comes down to it. But I want to take a look a little more in depth into what's happening here. First of all, I put this on a loop. This is the smoke that's expected from these fires, and you can see just how intense and how heavy it is, because it's going to be hard for the firefighters no matter how hard they are working. And trust me, folks, they are working very hard to put these fires out because of conditions. There are a few factors here. One is that Cara just mentioned, you know, we're in California's rainy season. They are not supposed to be this dry right now. In fact, they should have had more than 4¼ inches of rain, or just about that, in the last 90 days. Instead, they've had 0.03 of an inch. That's nothing. And just to put this in perspective a little further, between November and February, 72% of California's rain falls. 72%. And when you're missing such a significant piece of your moisture, it's no surprise that those dry fuels are coming into play. So is the wind. I say this all the time when it comes to wildfires. Wind is the #1 factor that makes these fires devastating. And unfortunately, a storm that is lacking in moisture has brought winds with gusts up to 80 miles per hour. For that reason, there are those high wind warnings out along the Southern California coast. And this is definitely the last thing that firefighters and residents of the area want to see. Of course, we'll have more information on what's happening with the fires in Southern California, of course, throughout the day and throughout the week.
Thank